couple of things to add on to the Amiga, some nice goodies. And one of them being a new OS ROM upgrade. Another one being, where is it gone? This thing, this little fella here. Which is, I remember seeing something similar ages ago in the Amiga format magazines. It's something called RoboShift or something like this. It is basically a Jerry Plus. You put this into the Amiga mouse port, and then you connect, a USB mouse to it, and also the second joystick, second player joystick. So you can connect both of these, to here. When you click on the mouse, it will automatically switch to the mouse. Now, if you click on the joystick, it'll automatically switch the port to the joystick. So it stops you from having to... I remember the times when I used to ruin the Amiga ports by constantly swapping the mouse and the joystick, unplugging, plugging all the time. Now, with this, it's automatically done, so I'm happy with that. However, you cannot use any old USB mouse with this. The modern ones will not work. Only the PS2 compatible ones. I mean, this one is an official Amiga 1 mouse, Amiga 1 USB mouse that I decided to treat myself to. Some mice are compatible, or you can get a PS2 mouse and have one of these adapters to it. Then it will work. It's basically PS2 compatible, which kind of sucks, but hey, it's better than nothing. Amiga mice don't come cheap. So that's one thing I'm going to add on today. So let's do the kickstart upgrade. Right, so now we do the Amiga 3.1 ROM upgrade. Okay, let's take the keyboard out first. The shielding bothers me, so in the last one I just took it out. And I need to access these ROM chips here, which are under the keyboard. Let's take this out, make things easier. What I need to do is take this out, and it's just a matter of replacing the IC chips with these ones, these nice looking ones. There's an A and there's a B. Now over here, so there's an indication on the motherboard. There it says U6A and U6B. And this is exactly, you put it in the corresponding slot. Let's just remove this IC with this remover tool. I don't like this crunch. This IC is too big for this IC remover. What I'm going to do is use a screwdriver instead. Okay, so I'm just going to use this screwdriver here, because it makes things easier. Yeah. Those IC tools are only for the smaller. Okay, you have one here. Right there. Make sure you notice that the chips are shifted one pin there. There's like one extra. I don't know why that's there. Maybe there's a reason, but there's one extra pin on each of these, So you put the chip along that side. Actually, there's an indicator of that over here. So I just took that out. The spot was on this side. So on here, there's one that says A and there's one that says B. You can see tiny there. So I'll obviously get the A one and install that there. Make sure all the pins are lined up like this. And I'm so excited, got upgrades. And then just press it gently down. There you go. That's that installed. Oh, it looks good. And I'm just excited about new upgrades. And we just take this one out and do the same thing with this. There's a notch here. The notch that indicates the top of the chip is a notch, and you just align them up. So again, align the pins correctly. And all you do is gently press them in with even force. And that's it. And to double check, we have B installed here, and we have A installed here, as it's written on the motherboard. The next thing, what I want to do is actually open up the floppy drive and give that a bit of a service. I'm sure it's dirty and things like this. Oh, it looks so good with the upgrade. I'm so happy about that. to do is take the screws out, just unhinge this top part. So the floppy drive mechanism here, you can see there's some dust and dirt. This can affect disk reading if any of the dust decides to fly on there. These are the heads. There's the top and the bottom, and they clamp down as soon as they clamp down on the disk as soon as you put one in. Just to show you how this thing works, you put the disk inside here, and it opens as soon as it comes in, and the heads clamp onto this. And this is a ruined disk, you know, it's already. And this worm wheel, this motor here, stepper motor turns this worm wheel, which turns this head up and down. But can you see there? When you turn the worm wheel, the head moves up and down like this. The sound of it is actually just, you know, the head going back and forth. Now what I need to do is I'm gonna clean this first. I'm gonna clean this drive first. Get rid of all the gunk and the dirt and the dust, which I'm sure is on this. See that? All this nastiness. Right, so that is done. Make sure to be careful because there's some springs and stuff here that you don't want to unhinge. Hey, the sun's come out. Thank you. What I need to do is just get some machine oil and put a drop or two on the worm wheel. So the worm wheel has been oiled, and we just put this back together then. Put it back on, and that's it. That's the floppy drive sorted out. And that's the kickstart ROM sorted out. What I'm going to do also is this Jerry Plus thing. I'm just going to screw it on with using the small screws. I want that to be screwed in at least a little bit because this seems loose. Can you see it just comes out just like that? It's just so big and heavy and bulky. Okay, you kind of can. It's not easy, but you can. It's doable. It is doable, it's just really tricky and fiddly to do.